Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nutrace and we are playing more PLO, featuring the new Run It Once client, or I should say the new Run It Once patch for their client. They of course have been out for a while, in beta for a while. And so far, rather excellent all in all. Seems to be running very, very well. We had a few crashes in the beginning, but I still think, and so far I think that's might be true. I still think that those were all server related, so fingers crossed that no more crashes for client-side reasons. If they had to take the servers down after releasing the patch a couple of times, so I mean that's makes sense that that's has the client crashing, and we'll see. I mean we'll try to get as many hands on Run It Once in as possible. And we'll see how that goes for us. All that being said though, currently we need to make do with a few microgaming tables until more tables on Run It Once open up. No biggie. All the tables on the screen. We'll just check here, I think. So now we have a gutter and a flush draw. He is very nice about it and only bets a little more than half pot. That is fine. Bets we're gonna raise, I think. Like the thing to do here. Okay, like that. Could get re-raised. But we do have that 9, that 8. A decent blocker here. And it is more than conceivable that we would slow play just a pure open-ender. Nice. Good start. Ooh, and speaking of good starts, of course for warm-up, or as warm-up, I always play a few hands off stream. And didn't that go well? I'm up like 3 buy-ins already for the day. So on micro lost won like 90, and on Run It Once I lost, I have to check, 15 or something. Euros, not buy-ins in that case. Actually 20, so we're up 70. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. 3.5 buy-ins up already. I'll take a decent start. So, see if the tables are neatly aligned. That looks alright. Good as the microgaming tables can look. Right. So, sitting on 4 tables, one of them PLO 10 on Run It Once. Sitting all my other 6 entries on Run It Once I've thrown into PLO 20. So 5 of the entries there are mine, and in total there are 7 entries. We'll get a game started soon. Flop a gutter, which would be the nut spectre, or second nut flush draw. And I guess a blocker with the 10. Surprised if you see 2 checks in front, that we do. Whereas the microgaming tables really don't look all that exciting right now, at least some of them. Let me see if I can pick up a better one. Yeah, that's a better one right there. So, here we're folding, here we're raise folding, and that'll be the last hand on this table, because the table kind of blows. True for table 4 as well. Yeah, there's no point on playing it on shitty tables. Down here, we're just gonna call. Got a crazy dude here opens, gets a cold call behind. Spot here. Here we'll definitely let it go. Dude doesn't 3-bet all that lightly unless he has an off day, which sometimes he does. Would have flopped nicely, but oh, still fine. Can't be part of this, unfortunately, once he comes over the top. A little bit fresh. I think. Nah. Oh, and also, as we were down last night on stream 4 buy-ins in the end, I did continue playing a little bit, have a beer, and continue a little bit playing off stream. And actually, Savage today, I took down the bounty tournament I late racked into on MPN. Just a tiny tournament, it's basically a big sit and go. And took that down for 30, so for 1.5 buy-ins. It's River Red here, we're gonna call with 2 nutty. Air, and now the nut flush blocker. Don't do anything here. So, long story short, in the end, we finished up almost 2 buy-ins yesterday. Instead, in total, instead of being down 4, which was the standing at the end of the stream. So, all was well. My microgaming graph looks pretty neat, if I say so myself, for this month. Unfortunately, we lost a whole bunch on our PLO 50 shot on run at once, but oh well. Next shot will hopefully get better. Go better, I mean. Right. I think from the small blind, we don't really want to play the hand if you don't need to, so let's raise it up and see if we can take it down right here. Which we can, that's perfect. Perfect result for that raise. Here, a lot of turn cards we're not gonna like. And we have a lot of backdoor equity, holding both backdoor flushes here. Just checking is fine. I think. The benefit of the doubt here. If he's telling us he has a 10 or better, then more power to him. You know what? Nice cutoff. Let's actually check this out. I think this is probably a raise fold, but with a river here, who is a liberal 3-better. A nice way of putting it. I think we can just let it go. Let's check it out though. 398. So I doubt it's a raise call. Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect raise fold. Triple suited or not suited to the ace. Makes it a raise fold. If it's perfectly single suited, it would be a raise call, just for the record. But yeah, I think that's a good adjustment. An exploitative? Never know how to pronounce that word. Adjustment of having River Red there in the big blind. Now he is not crazy pulse. I don't mind betting here. I expect if he get raised there, he really has something. Then we can reevaluate. Gonna reevaluate the song choice. Gutter and flush draw versus the big blind. Okay, that's the second nut for us. Yeah, we can do better than this song. So a bunch of interesting spots. We have this, and here I called closing the action. Come in for the check raise here, sort of mostly as a bluff. Back up. Took it down on the other table with the second nut flush. Yeah. I think this is an interesting choice for a raise fold. Cool. He calls, we can still make stuff. We have 2 pair, we have to flush draw. Going on run it once for us right now. Table went down to be good. Let's go. See. Triple suited MP? I don't know. Boom. Gets folded to us. What do we do? Like in the cutoff I raise it, right? High run. Gaps. Okay. Gets raise called even in triple suited there, even in the cutoff. Interesting. And what do we do if the button opens? If the another gun opens there? Let's check that out too. Beautiful. Double paired, double suited aces on the other PLO 20 table. That in a moment. There we call, but only if it's perfectly single suited. So the hand we actually had there, triple suited, is a fold. Not entirely sure why I raised this. A little bit on autopilot there. Oh wait, we have 3 ways. Just saw that in time. So we flopped the bottom set. Our double paired aces. Backdoor flush draw, backdoor top set outs. Gonna size up here, not blocking any of the draws that the queen brings in. Well, okay, like tell a lie, we do block the Broadway, holding both aces. Now, casual player, the hell does he go for check raises? Check it out, we do have a hut here, so we might as well. No, he does. Hell, he does not. Like ever. Check raises here. So if he doesn't check raise, that should basically mean that he would lead if he makes his hand here. Get a customer, huh? Run it once is filling up a little bit more. Once more, I mean. Took it down with double suited queens on table 3. Tables, is there better table open now? Ah, just oh. Possibly. One unknown on another PLO 20 table. But if not, we'll leave. No point in playing really mediocre or yeah, really mediocre tables. What we have not seen is the blue background on run ones, which only comes into play during huge splashes, so you can't possibly miss them. Not that we ever did miss one. No. So we flop Bubkas plus the nut flush draw. Acceptable here. Always. You don't need him to nod it. Oh, it would be awesome if everybody could find a call. For triple aces, these are pretty nice. Can we get lucky in river raises? No, fair enough. Wow, we follow up with a power hand there. We have the perfect blockers here. Wow, really? I mean, then we need to let it go. We can't be in here with the pure flush draw. Yeah. Yeah, can't do it. And here, I think we're gonna come over the top. I would rather not have this guy in here. Perfect spot to do it in. Nice pot for this gentleman. The blockers on table 3 took it down, by the way. Wow, and here wow! That was huge! Did you see that? That was huge. Him folding there, that's perfect. That worked out nicely. Flash pot here, we're of course calling. Yet note that the raise sizes don't count. The splash size doesn't count towards the raise sizes anymore. So much more post-flop play involved now. Wow, that's also huge. So it looks like we did pick a nice table here. What he shows up with. Kings, huh? Ooh, flops a flush draw. Oh, we flop a flush draw. Nice. Nice. That perks me right up. He bets half. We have a pair now and a gutter. And still the flush draw. Take one off here. Not gonna do anything, not gonna try anything here. We have enough bluffs in our range in the last couple of days, especially. No need to. Maybe we're good if he was on a draw. No, he outkicks us, really? Ah. We're doing well. The day is going nicely. And speaking of the day and how it's going, I'm not going to be streaming until late night today, because I'll be going fishing a little bit after midnight tonight. So by that I mean fishing off the tables. Already excited about it. First fishing trip of the year. And subsequently there will be no streams tomorrow, since I don't know when I'll get back tomorrow. Probably noon or afternoon or something like that. Then I'll be way too tired, I think, to do anything reasonable. Like streaming or playing poker. This guy left, and so shall I. To be honest, this table, this guy is marked in green, but he's not he's not a profitable guy to play against. Lifetime. Well, we are up against him now. Ah. It often can turn out can turn into such a gross spot here. Just calling is definitely a decent option here. Especially a little bit deeper, but it'll work too. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this table, not for red rolling reasons, just the table sucks. So strive to find a better one. Gonna be hard. Nah. Too many gaps here. Also not perfectly double suited, but that's the lesser problem there. Gonna a PLO 10 table on micro actually. Because all the PLO 20 tables that we're not sitting on suck. Yeah, there's one that's nice. There's no seat open there just yet. Oh wait, sorry, I didn't mean to go away from this table. So we're having a pretty nice start to the session, to the day. We did yesterday as well, and then we ended up finishing down 4 buy-ins on stream. How it goes sometimes. Run it once, nothing changed. There we're down a buy-in. No. But on microgaming, we're a little bit happier. We're up pretty close to 6 buy-ins there, so 5 buy-ins in total. Alright by me. So the nut flush draw once more. It's definitely helpful, giving us a gutter on top as well. Wheel draw. The nut straight. Yeah, good for you. Better hand and you played it perfectly. A little bit different. Make 2 pair now. Lock the straight. Flush draw plus gutter. And right there, we can. Yeah, here I think on the PLO 10 table, the turn call, we have nut flush, the gutter, top pair. Very rarely good there. Probably doesn't need to be called there, the turn. Not for pot size, anyway. Bet sizes we can call. Pot. I don't know, I don't like it looking back. Ooh, double paired aces on PLO 20. River in the hand. So, as I said, River likes to flip. He can go pretty nuts, can go after reservation easily, pre-flop. Surprisingly alright post-flop. On the rainbow board, I think I don't mind checking here. Check raise on turn, he says. Well, not on that turn. He's a good guy, that River Red. I like him. Not because he's crazy pre, just because I've never seen him say anything mean at the tables. He loses and always courteous. I have to stand. That worked out nicely for us. That worked out nicely indeed. And over here as well. Kings, pretty bad kings, but we are on the cutoff here. I actually think the solver perspective here is to fold them. Pick up on that in a moment. And down here we took it on table 3, we took it down pre, and now have ace, ace. 6 deuce, take it down pre once more. 2 for 2 there, huh? So, cut off. I mean, of course it's a race if you flop the second nuts. King, king, deuce, sing a suited, huh? No, cut off, it's perfectly fine. Let's go backup position. See what the MP should do here with this exact hand. And MP, it gets folded. 6-3 is a raise call or raise fold, depending on your mood and on table conditions. In MP I'm talking, is what I'm talking about. And 6 deuce, this exact hand, it's a straight up fold. But on the cutoff it's perfect. If we bet pot, we're forced to fold here. It checks. Get away with maybe really more value. Maybe. If he raises now, I'm stumped. I'll tell you that much. Unfortunately, now table 4 river left the table. No fun. Down here. So here we have to double gutter. A tiny bit too much. That size. Actually, check it out. Oh no, I need to check it out later. Get the exact odds there. More aces for us. Nice ace 5 deuce, not suited to the ace this time, making them significantly weaker, of course. But still, they're aces. We're playing for 100 BB. And we're first to open. That's amazing. Also note this guy has not 3-bet once in 46 opportunities, so it's kind of strange that he now chooses the min 3-bet for what that is supposed to mean. SPR of 2. Here we're going for the bluff after it went check check all the way. He was having none of it. Hold there. Out it. Get lucky. I don't know. Hold there. You tell me. Blind versus blind here, I raised. So what type of hand did he have? Double suited queen 9-7-4? Wow. Min raising range there, min 3-betting range, huh? Okay. His first 3-bet out of 47 chances to do so. seat at the PLO. That's funny, we just checked out this exact hand here, and we know it's a fold under the gun. I dude. The cutoff, hang on. No, sorry, if I did then I misspoke. It is a open call. In MP, it can be an open fold or it can be open called. According, you know, Razor, that's the solver perspective once more. Not to gloss over the fact that... Oh, I've forgot the name. Vince Calenti has followed. Thank you very much, Vince. Oh, Vince Calenti, didn't mean to put your name there. Appreciate it. Right, so single suited, perfectly single suited at that. And the cutoff is a raise call and an MP is a raise fold. No. Wait, sorry. Now I'm not sure myself anymore. Let me look it up. Right, in MP this is a fold, this hand we're talking about. Double check. Oh, what kind of funky board is this? Right, I think in cutoff it could be either. Yeah. According to the PLO matrix in the cutoff, it can be raise called or raise folded. Now I got it right. Sorry for the confusion there. Oh, no, that's a pity. 101's table is breaking. Like seeing that at all. Yeah, not a heads up guy. Up to top, two pair here. Still gonna just check, I think. Without a single diamond. I'm gonna call. Yes, see what it does now. He checks, that's fine by us. And oh, we had, you know what? I misread that hand. I'm sorry. Oh lord, I did not realize we had a straight. Yeah, that's probably why the PLO 50 shot didn't go so well. Oh lord. So, sitting on 4 tables, right now all of them being microgaming. Hoping to have some run-at-once tables in the mix soon again. You know what, here I could actually have bet the flop. With the jack in my hand and a diamond. No, what was it? Club. The club. Queen jack deuce. Against river red, we're calling it for sure. Let's see what the solver approach is with this hand. I think it's generally speaking. Yeah, especially now that it's multi-way, we're calling. Wow. We do want to bet out here, actually. Yeah, just generally a raise call. Now let's hope we're not splitting. Wow. Okay. What's going on here? Kings, tens. Ooh, they're all everybody's blocking their own outs. Don't do it to us. Nice. Now That was a good one. Rippling up there. Yeah. Sorry for the confusion there, I dude. Ooh, well, that'll work. So just to reiterate, it can be either. It can be both. You can raise call or raise fold. Player dependent, table dependent, I would say. Some people I would definitely raise fold this against. Here we're just raising it right away. Actually, we could have potted it. Would have liked that a little bit better. He's almost drawing that. Now he's picking up some outs there. That's not one of them. And man, we're a little bit on fire right now. This one. Okay then. You do you. Yeah, so on round ones we're still down a buy-in. On micro we're up. $145, so more than 6 buy-ins. Alright by me. Being a big one. Top set against the tough, and he makes the quads. Just to add insult to injury. In case anybody here is new to the channel, on Sundays we have I'll put the info in the chat. On Sundays we have a home game. And one of them even Americans can play, being that it's play money, and the play money has an added prize pool of €5 that I add. And both tournaments, the other one is a $2.20 buy-in tournaments, both PLO of course. Both tournaments have a bounty of €1 on my head as well. So if that sounds like a thing, if you want to play some... You basically want to have a small free roll on Sunday, then join us. We usually have a hoot. Of course I stream it, so, you know, it's usually a thing. People are having a good time. The base is here on the flop, huh? I might be running out of tables at some point. I will blow. Something going down up here. On the PLO 10 table. Wow, this guy is wide open. Yeah. Oh, I can't see because I didn't beep him in the hand. That's how I forgot that's how it works on micro. Here, backdoor nut flush draw, and of course the queens, which every once in a while are still the best hand. This is crazy. Nah. I'm tempted to call here against a player who appears to be pretty wide open right now. But he did bet into the whole table. 3 people. And there are a lot of turn cards that really gonna ruin it for us. Kind of ruining it. Oh, that's a tough word to say for German. It for us down here, we're 3-handed. I suck at shorthand game, man. My thing. Are we seriously running out of tables? The straight here, by the way, but wait. Up here, single raise pot. You know, wheel point embedding here. Good thing we didn't. He won the absolute minimum. Not that he could have gotten any money out of us there. So in that sense, he played it right. Like, oh, there's some bluffing cards that roll off. Our straight blockers. This table is down to heads up, and that's not gonna be a thing. I think I suck at short-handed game. You should see me play heads up. Damn, we are running out of tables. I'll figure something out. You have to get a few PLO 10 tables in there. That's the sad truth of it. Turn to nut flush draw as well, plus a gutter here. That's not a happy river. Gonna check and be behind here quite a lot. Not necessarily against the nuts, but any two paired, king jack, ace 6, stuff like that. This table is also breaking. Geez, what's going on? I guess, you know, achievement unlocked. We broke the microgaming tables. So is this one. What is going on, guys? Need to change our name. No, I'm not saying it's because of me. What I'm saying is that it blows. Oh, well, don't mind if I do. Stop that set here. Alright, PLO 10 it is. Still sitting on run it once, of course, waiting for action there. Oh, we get welcomed in style. No. No takers for the aces, huh? Get a walk. Fold as well. Here... triple suited and with the gaps, I would think it's a fold. Check it out. Just Jack 10, 8, 7 in MP. No. Oh, very interesting. It's a raise call. Even triple suited. Even triple suited and not suited to the jack there. So, what about under the gun? That has to be to lose under the gun, right? Oh! Jesus, I am in it. People are right. Wow. That blows my mind just a little bit. Oh, that's not a fold. Not that much. Sitting on 4 tables once more. Unfortunately, right now, all of them PLO 10 because we don't have a single PLO table inside anywhere. We killed the PLO 20 tables on microgaming. Wow. Can't do anything here, there's no point in c-betting. 3 ways. Let this one go. Here. Or it's not good enough. This one ain't good enough. Three ways here. Maybe we can make use of our ace of hearts down the road. As is, we'll be checking here. Heads up, I would bet. 3 ways. too adventurous, I think. You pick up a flush draw and block up with the 9. Actually call here, see if we can do something on various rivers. So I'm basically calling here with shenanigans in mind down the road. This is not one of the cards I was waiting for. The question is... really don't think we can sell anything to a thinking player here. Like, we... not betting. Now, are we? Let's... then all being said, let them figure it out. Put the money in and let them figure it out. Okay, cool. But I think in their shoes I could have found a pretty light call here, like an ace-8. It's easy to say now that I know my hand. But what I'm trying to get at is that I don't think that bluff makes a whole lot of sense. Conversely, whenever I do end up making a bluff where I think, this really doesn't make any sense, to me at least, the bluff, then I find that quite often people still fold because, yeah, I don't know, they're thinking differently about it than I am. No quality attached there, no judgment attached. I'm not claiming that my thinking is pure or perfect or anything. Just, it ends up working more often than it should. My mind's sort of senses bluffs. And in terms of PB, it was a nice pot, so why not fight for it? The PLO 50 games on round 1 are going strong, and coincidentally I haven't heard anybody complain about crashes since yesterday. Like, there's some bugs with the new release as well, but it is a huge step forward. People had some crashes before, but as I said at the beginning of the stream, that was... I'm check here, we have nothing of relevance here. That was when they had to take down the servers, and that's expected that, the client crashes when the server isn't there anymore. Or at least that the client ceases to work. 2 pair now on a straight and a flush board, having no single heart. Not super exciting. This, however, kind of the gin card for us here. I don't know, I don't think so. Eh. 3 ways without a suit and not the greatest connectivity. Let this go. Now that is worrying because this player is not super active. He's a huge VPIP, but he doesn't really bet a lot. DKino8, thank you very much for watching. Only Queen High call. Flush draw Queen High. And I think, you know what, this one we're letting go. Although, looking for value, then it's a strange sizing. Here. Okay. So take a note on that guy. Hang on, I'll get back to your question in a moment. Right. I'm just gonna put it in the chat here so you don't have to wait so long. Yeah, the reason why I'm asking if you remember more about the hand decline is that I have terrible hand recollection shortly after I played them. It's not a great trait for a poker player, I'm aware, with me. Every once in a while this card wins us the hand, puts us ahead of at least, you know, that 6-3, 10-6. And we do take it down. So a queen high, a flush draw queen high, only call. So first of all, I appreciate every question in the chat, and you know, I talk a lot anyway, so if you guys give me something to talk about, then that's very helpful to me. Oh, your headset was muted, so you didn't know what I was saying. Let me see if I can find it. So for future reference on my tables, like, hang on, let me move the mouse here. You have a table number in the overlay. And if you have questions about a hand, which as I said, I appreciate immensely, or if you have advice about a hand, which I appreciate just as equally, then add the table number and it makes it life easier on me. So let me see, a queen high flush. When do queen high flush? Two at first. Oh, I could. Three-way, okay. Since we're using a HUD here, I can probably find it in Hold'em Manager. No, a Poker Tracker. Of course. Bet here now. That's a nice one. So I had a queen high flush draw, huh? My hand's there. Okay. Wow, what a flop. And here we call. Gonna call once more with 3 spades. He does have to bet a flush. Good for him. It's not really surprising now that I think about it. Ace king queen 9. Oh, okay, that helps. That helps. Then I can. Good luck. Good game. Good luck. Thank you. That helps. That now I can find it. Ace king queen 9. You open the hand under the gun. Not that. We just had that hand. Ace king queen 9. Right. I think you mean this one, right? So let's check it out. Right, I called there because I was hoping for a card I could bluff on the river. So there was not a value call or anything. I thought, I have a flush draw now, I blocked the ace of hearts, so I blocked the nut flush draw if I can either make a flush. Sorry, I'll keep it in view here. I thought I can make a flush myself, which might be good, since it's a backdoor flush. If a heart rolls off, I can do a lot of bluffing, especially in position, whether they bet or check, I can pot it. And I also have a 9, so on a 6, on a 10, on a jack, I can also bluff. And yeah, that was, I believe, my reasoning there. Here, my reasoning is that we have top 2 with 2 backdoor flushes, and we're gonna come over the top. Since we only have PLO 10 tables at our disposal right now, I'm opening up another one so we have a little bit more action. Gonna move it over to the main screen whenever something exciting happens. So let me know if that explanation shed some light onto my thought process there. Okay, let's do the overweight then. Wow, that's a... Really? Really? Okay then, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. Flush draw, the jack deuce, really? Good for you, my friend. With the 9s here, that would have been a perfect bluffing opportunity. Again, against this guy, maybe not. Yes, indeed, the kind. I am from the Leipzig area in East Germany. So that was of course pretty funny. Winning that hand in that fashion too. Like we're just not good enough for PLO 10. So 20 we were crushing earlier. Oh, Decline, no worries at all. I was a complete Twitch noob when I started streaming in February. Not the greatest board. That helps. Still without a flush blocker here. We are gonna check once more. Hoping to fill up, which indeed we did. No, I don't stream in German, unfortunately, because I stream for Run It Once. And for them, you can't stream in German. It has to do with regulations, with rules and laws, I think. Okay, I will take... you know what, actually... I don't think I can bluff this guy on a 9 or rating cards here. My English is broke. Sorry, man. I know that it shuts out the non-English speaking, or the people that don't speak good English with me streaming in English. So sorry to hear it. D-kind, thank you very much for the follow. That is very kind of you. Very nice. Okay, here we now have a blocker and an open ender. That's the top pair. Here we flop the bottom set. We might... There's a decent chance that we're behind here, by the way. But we're getting it in. 400 big blinds. I think the original raiser is gonna bet, get cards behind. We're gonna pot it, put it all in. problem here is if I potted like the short stack here calls, then everybody else is getting an amazing price. All behind. Even though I have the tens here, which cuts down on the hands people can call with significantly, since there are way fewer straights out there. I'll try to talk a little bit slower, Decine. I tend to be talking fast. If he has kings or queens, you know, yeah, not a huge surprise. But I'm not letting this go. I think. And not for 100 big blinds. Had we been deeper, I could very well lay it down. And, you know, the fact that we had the tens here was working against us. For sure. So, I don't know, maybe it's more of a fault than I made it out to be. The bottom set in a spot like that. Sorry, my phone, that usually happens a lot. So sorry about that. So here we are up against River Red once more. Loves to mix it up. Go with the bet fold here as a 3-better. This is not a board I'm checking on. I could go for the bluff. Aiming aces, but if he has an ace-king or something, I think it's questionable if he will fold. Can still fill up, we can still make a hand. And I think at this point we kind of want to try to go for it. And also we would play aces the same way. Quite a bit, I think. Okay. That went better than expected. And now we do get the aces. Hey. That's pretty funny. First we claim to have aces, now we get aces. Yeah, I was just gonna say, now let's have the flop roll off where the 8-5 would be immensely strong. Talk about justice. You guys have fun. That's not a very nice river here. Validating our two pair, but turns out turned the nuts. More aces for us on the same table. Get raised this time, that's a mint, that's very helpful. Oh, he has a pretty random hand. I mean, not pretty random, but not an all-in hand. That's for sure. And wow, we just can't get enough aces on this table. Those are the third aces we get on this table in like 1.5 minutes. Someone is sick of us re-raising. Or raising, I mean. Come on, River. These I'll bet. This is a board I'm willing to bet. There's not that many hands out there that beat us at this point. Sure, sometimes we run into a set. The Queen 10? No, that's the Queen 6, okay. Oh, can't do much about that. And I wouldn't have bet the turn with a pot-sized bet had he not been short. That was too large. I realized that too late. We don't need to bet that large there. So, go figure. I mean, rushing PLO 10 and now losing a few buy-ins on PLO 10. The other way around. Losing at PLO 10, winning at PLO 20. Fair enough. Not claiming I played, you know, particularly well the last 15 minutes. Against River Red, huh? Ah, sure. Let's take one off. If you get flop that set against him. Because if we do, we often get a lot of value. Should not be called. You know, I called this one because I wanted to. Not because that's a good play. Just a gutter, and a double gutter and a nut flush draw. It's ambitious. I think. Oh, Les looks like a very active player here. And against him we flopped the world. Just gonna call here in position. Give him some rope to hang himself. If he has kings or aces, this is a gin card for him. And he's drawing dead. So get one buy-in back there. Here I now bet because everybody checked. I make the best king at this point. Of course aces are still ahead, but aces would have bet the flop. That went well. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay. Gonna go crazy this time. And fold when I'm supposed to here. I have a decent hand here. Ace King 8-8. And again, you know, if for anybody who just joined the channel, I'm trying to play PLO 20, but we killed the PLO 20 games on microgaming earlier. Everybody left after we took a few buy-ins off the tables from other guys. Currently, we are up 100 euros for the day. Most of that off stream. So, in an aces hand on the off-stream table, we flop huge. Get raised there. Here we're gonna call. Get raised by river. We're gonna put it in here for 100 BB. And shown that he can bluff. Maybe he lays it down. But there were some draws there. And here, like in this one, a lot. Here, I think. Wow, what a river there. Gonna check. Get some money that way. On table 1 I'm gonna fold. I didn't want to go for it. Very unfortunate. In a 3-bet pot I'm gonna check to the original razor and then come over the top with 2 pair. Board where we need a lot of protection. Or top 2. So. And he lays it down. Very nice result for us. Sorry. So, not having a single spade, even though we have the queen blockers and the backdoor flush draw, I'm gonna lay this down. There are 2 people left to act behind us. Just not a great spot. With a spade, I'm probably calling here. This is nice against the crazy guy. Still gonna bet it. It's not a great turn. And now I'm gonna check call. Oh, he does have to straight, okay. It's a pity. It's the good old King 7-5-4 single suited. The king or the 7? To the 7. So yeah. Good player to have on our table. Guy. Jesus, what's with the phone today? Sorry guys. And back. No PLO games in our stakes on Run It Once right now. And for what it's worth, they have not officially announced that their new patch is out. So a lot of players don't know about it yet. Because they're still making sure that the new patch is on the up and up. Is my guess why they haven't announced it yet. Not saying I know that's the reason. Getting a question from... Ooh, wow. So, that'll work. So tough to make money here. Maybe not. Yeah, king high flush, no good. Ugh. You know what? I'll let this go. Problem there's runouts and we don't have a spade at all. Though this guy might be full of it sometimes. Might just be telling a story. Down here with the 9 in our hand, we're gonna pot this 400 big blinds. This is not a very fun flop for us. 3 ways. Heads up, I would bet. Table 3, we took it down. Here, closing the action, we are gonna call. Not a raising hand, never a raising hand. But eye on this table for now. Hang on, please. Alright, and back. So what ended up happening there? Did we see a river? No, we did not. Okay. This one we're letting go. Oh wow, we would have flopped quads, but still. It's the 3 in there kills that hand. Also note we're not closing the action, this guy would be left to act behind us here. If he raises, we're just gonna hate this spot. And how often do you flop quads? Here, things are a little bit more interesting. Gotta take one off. Ooh, and get there, wow. I'm gonna pot it here, maybe he will think it's a bluff. Because I would certainly pot it here with just the ace of clubs, not having the flush. Okay. I'm gonna come over the top here. It's not really a hand we want to play multi-way if people behind us call, but the crazy dude can be relied upon calling. I didn't take that into account. This guy sitting here. Consider that. Oh, if he comes over the top, I'm not laying this down. Let's crack those aces. What He's saying this is of course a wonderful flop for us. And that went well, I would say. And I just heard I need to walk the dog. I got a misinformation earlier. I thought a dog already had been walked. Apparently it hasn't, and it needs to be done. Be the one doing it. So I'm not quite sure how to go about it. I think what I'll do is I'll play for another 5 or 10 minutes. Maybe get min raised, which is amazing. And then I will host somebody for like half an hour, 20 minutes, and then I'll be back. I think I'm on top here, tank for a moment. How beautiful is that? And we have a pot-sized bet left. Pretty much here. So there's nothing to do here but to put the money in. No point in being sneaky, checking or anything. We're not blocking straights or straight draws. At least not the Broadway. We don't have a club. And we're blocking our own out. Backdoor hearts though, we have those. Beautiful, safe turn here. I expect he has some equity. Well, I tell a lie, he has absolutely none. Drawing that on the turn. Was drawing 2 quads, I think. That's the only out for him. That was beautiful. It looks like we're getting those buy-ins back from PLO 10, yeah. Total, we're now up 120, 125 bucks for the day, making it, is it 6 mines? Yeah. A beautiful king turns here, giving us top 2 and an open-ender. And make this the second nuts. Nobody's having kings here. There's a chance somebody has a jack. In the tank. This in the tank. I like seeing that in a man. Hold what I think are the nuts. Come on, do it. Nice! And he had a low full house. Wow, did we get lucky there. I mean, on the turn we also had the open-ender. He had flopped a set and played it really slow. Raksha! Oh. That's actually close to what Lewis looks like. Nice to see you here, Raksha. Yeah, we're forced to play some PLO 10 right now. Because we killed the PLO 20 tables earlier. Took all the money. Get raised here, that's with this hand we can certainly call. Very decent connectivity here. I didn't see that we're 3 ways. Still. Now if river comes over the top, things get a little bit ugly, but seeing that I know that he likes to flip pre, so I might not fold actually. Ah, Lord. That blows. I can't just call here. Can't give him the prize. Let's make it as hard as we can on him. He has us right now. We have outs. He does not. Sweet. Take 2 pair, which is huge. And we take a very healthy pot down there. That was sweet. Even for pot size, we got a call here against river. Now that 9 is pretty interesting. Gonna bet if I get raised, I'm gonna lay it down. Because he is a crazy pre, but post-flop he plays well. That's also not a card to put any more money in on. Yeah, how are things going on your end, Raksha? Everything is on the up and up? I like River. Said earlier. He's a good guy. Say a bad word on the table. Yeah, in total we're up 140 bucks right now. Woot! I heard the noise. Russell 4636. Thank you very much for the follow. Very nice of you. Claiming he had deuces and threes. I believe it. Right, Dekine. So I had never streamed in German because I usually try to stream as much as I can on Run It Once. And I'm a streamer for Run It Once, so I'm part of the streamer program, streamer promotion. And laws and regulations do not allow their streamers to stream in German. I have no idea why. I just know that it's a rule that they have to follow. And so I've never really streamed in German, and by now my audience is really from all over the place. I'm not claiming that it's a huge channel, that I would be disappointing hundreds and hundreds of people, but I've very few Germans on the whole in the channel. So I never really considered streaming in German. Unfortunately, it doesn't make much sense for me. What's going on? This hand is being saved. Start soon. Save completes. Okay. Right, guys. There, just a few of you just joined, and you probably haven't heard that I have to walk the dog, and I need to take a break for 20 minutes or so. Wow. Now here I check because the crazy guy does a lot of stuff maybe he shouldn't be doing. Here's an overpair and a flush draw. Hope he doesn't get there. So far today, that worked out nicely for us. That didn't get there a lot. That seems to remain true. Here, I bet 3/4 on the, or 2/3 on the flop, part of the turn, and now I make the second nuts here. More nuts coming up. The Poker Matrix in the channel as well. If you're streaming, we can host you, Pokématrix, because I need to walk the dog, as I just said, unfortunately, and I need to take a break for like 20 minutes. And yeah, so we'll host somebody and I'll be back. I think this is going to be the last orbit on all tables. Like one more orbit here. We, of course, flop huge. It's nice that we have an 8. Blocking. Great draws here. So good we did it twice. Things are nice here, do it twice. Here we've potted now. A bunch of draws are coming in. He gets there this time. Makes a straight and a flush. Fair enough. Gonna check it down here. Yeah. Fine. Down here, river, we are calling the river character, I mean. Friend of the channel, by the way, by now. Are calling a little bit more liberally. How comes that my English is so fluent? First, I always English always came easy to me for some reason. And then I spent a year in the US, in America, in Colorado, in 97, 98. And later on I spent 2 years, I started to become a translator, and then I spent 2 years in Canada. I'm gonna take one off here, I think, even though the bet sizing wasn't terribly exciting. So yeah, I spent a year in Canada, and when I came home from the US in 98, like as soon as we had internet in the 2000s, like broadband, I started downloading all, watching backup copies, of course. Everything that I watched, all the movies, all the TV shows, I've been watching in English ever since. And I listen to audiobooks in English every day. And that has the nice side effect that, you know, it keeps my English fresh, so to say, and I keep improving my English on a pretty much daily basis. You would struggle if I attempted German. So, last orbit on the tables, and then I need to go walk the dog. We're gonna come over the top here of river. Not a hand I usually do this with. Although against this character there are some very good points to be made to not be doing this, because he likes to flip pre. So he can easily come over the top, so maybe in hindsight that is not the best thing to do here. Down here we make all the pairs. I raised pre, up went check check all the way around. Gonna start streaming in an hour, okay. Arian GR7. I am indeed doing this full time, yes. Of course I'm not trying to remain a PLO 20 professional. I don't think that's the way. But my living costs are really low, so I can afford to invest time and improve my game and move up. Yeah. When I was living in Australia. Yeah, that'll do it for you. I figured you were living abroad when you speak English, because you speak a nice English as well, But the flop is the... But what is under the pot 4 number? Oh, up here? Oh, here. This is what's... sorry, here. This is what's in the pot at this point. And here's the total once he puts money in. Like now, there are 114 in the pot. The total, there's rake. So the fee, the money that the poker site takes out of the pot is being subtracted there. So that's why those numbers are different. The bottom number, the number on the bottom there, is what is currently in the pot. And the top number is what is in the pot plus what people just bet here. Right now, this number is bigger because it's this number plus this number minus the rake. So, we have been doing well. On Run It Once, we are down a buy-in. On microgaming, we are up 160 bucks. No, hang on, minus those 20. So we're up 147 buy-ins in profit right now. 140 euros in profit. I'll show you the graph in a moment. Maybe we can add a little more money to it. Yeah, I spent almost 3 years in English-speaking countries. You can host Rulers Poker. Oh, okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. I will do just that. Thanks for the suggestion, Poker Matrix. Was on. Later you can host me. I can tonight, indeed, Poker Matrix, because I will be doing a nightly stream as well, but I'm going fishing around midnight is when I leave. So, yeah, I will. In the meantime, I guess I can show you the graph for the day. So, yeah, rather well. We are running over EV for a change on microgaming. Let's take a look at the red line, and I dig my red line, man. This is why I'm so very proud of that it's not going straight down anymore, which is what it used to do. Actually, I can show you the graph for the month. Where you will see we're running pretty massively on the EV. Still around 20 buy-ins. But you know, this is how my red line usually looked, going down, and like 5,000 hands ago I just started bluffing a lot. Like more than I did before. And apparently I'm doing it in spots where it works often enough. And I'm, you know, it's among my proudest achievements in poker so far, actually. It's only 5,000 hands, I know it's, in the grander scheme of things, pretty meaningless. But yeah, we're up 7 buy-ins for the day. And all is well. We are on our way to make up for the losses we took when I moved up to PLO 50, which didn't go so well. So for now, I'll host Rulers Poker. Guys, I encourage you, if you like Pot Limit Omaha, to stick around and watch his stream and participate. He does a quiz using his own software. He's the head and the mind behind PLO Visions. And check it out. Stick around. It's free education. You won't get better on Twitch. And I'll be back in a little while after I walk the dog and maybe eaten a thing or two. A thing? Well, I'll figure out what I eat. Enough babbling. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to be informed when I come online, then follow the channel. Also helps me out. If that's not your thing, that's fine as well. Then just check the schedule, and I'm here doing this every day, except for Mondays. Right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Should you wish.